What is up, everybody? How are you all doing today? I am going to tell you guys a story of the first time I got into a fight. So this was back in elementary school in sixth grade, and there's this kid. What do they call him? We'll call him Justin. Okay, he was a tall, skinny Asian kid who was, well, sort of a douchebag at the time. I never really had any problems with him, but for whatever reason, he decided to start messing with me. And I'm not gonna say that nobody liked him, because he obviously had friends. I was even friends with him at the time, but anyway, he started to kind of like started pushing me to the point where it make me a little bit mad. Most of the time, I just kind of ignored it because I didn't really have much of a problem with it because he never did anything physical. He never it was nothing really too major. It was just more like he made fun of me or did something stupid to me or whatever, right? The worst he really did was like kind of like smack my hat off of my head. After about, a couple of days of this happening, I kind of got tired of it. I was getting a little pissed off and stuff like that. So during recess, he was making fun of me, and I decided to run at him, tackle him to the ground. I was gonna try to hit him, but that obviously didn't happen. He ended up putting me into a headlock. But before anything can really happen, a security guard came over and stopped it pretty quickly. We were lucky though because the security guard just told us to stop and let us go to our next class. So luckily we didn't get in any serious trouble for that. So that's really nice. Now after that happened, when we were about to walk away, we were away from the security guard. I told him I wanted to fight him during lunch. I kind of remember saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna kick your ass during lunch" or something like that, something along the lines of that. So I remember sitting in class, very anxious, waiting for the bell to ring to go to lunch. And, I was nervous. I was like, okay, I can't lose this fight, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So the bell rings, we go to lunch, right? And for in elementary school, we went straight to the cafeteria to get food. So I went there. I didn't even grab any food because what I was worried about is I was like, okay, if I get hit in the stomach, I might get sick and throw up. So I ended up not getting any food that lunch, and I went straight to the playground with one of my friends, and we waited on a bench. We only waited for about 5 minutes or so. I can't remember at the top of my head. But we saw Justin and a large group of people walking behind him. A lot of those people I knew. Uh, you know, most of those people I knew. Our elementary school was, not very big, so you pretty much knew everybody. Um, so once they came over, it was, right before the fight. I remember they still formed pretty much a circle around us, and I was like, all right, here we go. So then I did the same exact thing. I tried to charge him, to try to push him into the ground so I could start pounding on his face. Again, he got me into a headlock. It's funny because I can't even remember how he got me into a headlock, but he got me into a headlock. I remember I was just trying to swing, trying to hit him in the back, do whatever I can, and eventually he let go. And because he was like, shaking me and stuff like that, I ended up falling down because I guess I was dizzy or something. I'm not really sure why I fell. But once I fell down, he got on top of me, and I instantly just started throwing punches to his face. I remember that. And then what happened was after I got in about like 3 punches, I think, to his face, and then after that, one of my other friends, pulled him off of me, and that's when pretty much the fight stopped. No security guards came over. We just kind of stopped it ourselves. And as we were walking out, then one of the security guards came up to us and was like, okay, you guys need to go to the office immediately. So me, my friend who pulled Justin off of me, and Justin went to the office while escorted by one of the security guards. So, we went into the office, and while waiting in the office, what they did was they made us write what happened, pretty much. And that's what we did. We started writing, well, me and my friend agreed to write our story, right? So we put exactly what happened in, well, in our words. And then, Justin wrote whatever. I don't know what he wrote. But we were lucky again because the principal nor the vice principal were there at the time. So, they were out, eating lunch or something. I don't remember what they were doing, but they weren't at the office. So the office couldn't do anything. They couldn't, punish us or anything like that. So they ended up sending us back to class. And by time, after the fight and stuff like that, and we were in the office, the lunch was over. So that's why we got sent back to class. And I remember after school, a bunch of people asking me like who would win in a fight, blah blah blah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It was my first fist fight I ever got into. I got lucky. We pretty much got away with it. And that kid now, I'm cool with him. There's no problems anymore. It's whatever. I hope you guys like this story. You know, subscribe, comment, like that hit button. All right, thanks. See you guys.